Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Casey, and in today's video I will be giving you guys tips and tricks on how to build your credit score. Now, I am not an expert on this topic, however these are things that I've learned along the way from my own experience and from my own research. So if you guys are interested, please make sure to keep watching. But before we get started, please make sure to hit the subscribe button and also hit the thumbs up button so I know what kind of videos you guys like. So yeah, let's get started. First of all, why is it important to build your credit score? It is crucial to have a good credit score when you are trying to apply for a loan, whether that be for your mortgage, your auto loan, even a business loan. You also need a good credit in order to apply for credit cards. And the list goes on and on. There's so many reasons why you should have a good credit score, but the main things is so you can get approved for a loan and other credit cards. And who are the main three credit bureaus that look at your credit score? It is Equifax, TransUnion, and Experian. And I use Credit Karma to monitor my credit score. It is free. You guys can simply download the app. It'll just ask for your social security number. You guys can trust it. I've been using it for years. Also, if you have like online banking with Chase, I know that they also check, I believe it's your Experian and your TransUnion score. I'm not entirely sure, but some banks also check your credit score, so you might want to contact your bank and see if they allow that. One thing to keep in mind is that there are a few factors that make up your credit score. There are some that are high impact, medium impact, and a low impact. So the high impact factors that you want to look out for is your payment history, your credit card utilization. So what that means is it's a combination of all of your credit cards put together and how much are you using or utilizing from that amount that you have. So let's say you have a total of $30,000, right, to spend with a combination of all the credit cards you own. And how much are you utilizing that amount? So let's say that you owe $2,000 out of the $30,000 that you have to spend, right? That makes it like 2%. I'm not really good at math, I'm just throwing numbers, but you want to keep your credit card utilization percentage below 30%. So if you have $30,000 to spend and you're at $30,000 max debt, you are utilizing 100% of the $30,000 that you can spend. Does that make sense? Like, I know it can get confusing, but I really do hope that made sense. Another high impact on your credit score are derogatory marks. So what that can be is if you're in collections or if you have any public records. So if you have like filed bankruptcy or if you have any tax liens, that's considered a derogatory mark, and that is a high impact. So you want to keep your public records at like a good standing. But those are the three high impact factors that you want to look out for. Now moving on to medium impacts is age of your credit card history. So they take your oldest account and your newest account and they take the average amount of time that you've had your credit cards. The longer that you have your credit card is actually a good thing because it tells the bureaus that you can hold on to a credit card for so long and you can pay your debt off. Kind of gives them like a loyalty kind of vibe, if that makes sense. And then another medium impact is total amount of accounts that you have. It's actually really good to have multiple kinds of credit. So you want to have loans, you want to have credit cards. And as far as loans go, you want to have student loans, mortgage loans, auto loans, business loans. And also one thing to keep in mind is that because you pay off a loan, doesn't necessarily mean that it'll help your score. It can actually drop your score because that's a line of credit that is removed from your credit history. One thing that I've learned is I paid off my auto loan for my first car and it dropped my score like hundreds of points. And I was like, okay, like I thought I was gonna raise my score because I've already paid off the loan, right? But the thing is that credit bureaus wants you to have a certain loan or credit card debt. I don't know why that works like that, but as soon as I got a loan with my second vehicle, it actually raised my score. So it's just good to have different lines of credit. Believe it or not, having more accounts open is actually a good thing. So let me break down the rating. What's considered to be needs work is 0 to 10 accounts. What's considered to be fair is to have 11 to 20, and then anything 21 and above is excellent. So you don't need to have all of these accounts open per se, but they want you to have a lot of accounts. So I currently have 25 accounts, like 5 being opened and then the rest being closed. And by closed, that means that they are no longer in service, the credit cards are no longer active, but because you've already opened a line of credit with a certain store, that's considered a new account. But yeah, I have like 25 accounts, which is considered excellent. Can you believe that? Going back into the age of history, you don't want to constantly apply for a new card. You have to give it some time, because when you constantly apply for a new card, let's say every 3 months, you apply for Target, Amazon, and then like 2 weeks later you try to apply for another credit card, American Express or whatever. Credit bureaus don't want to see that. They want to see that you can wait a period of time to apply for a credit card before applying for a new one. Although they want you to have multiple accounts, they also want you to take your time. So yeah, it goes kind of hand in hand, and those are both the medium impacts for what the credit bureaus want to look at. And by constantly applying for a new card can result in a hard inquiry. So the hard inquiries are a low impact factor on the credit score, but it is something that will stay on your report for up to 2 years, which can be kind of obnoxious because I hate seeing inquiries on my report. But what can result in a hard inquiry is, again, credit card applications, and there is a rating on this as well, 0 being excellent. If you can have no inquiries on your credit card, that's great. What's considered to be good is 1 to 2 inquiries. Anything fair is 3 to 4. And if you have more than 5 inquiries, it's considered needs work. It is not that big of a deal. Like if you go to a car dealership and they run your credit score, that's considered an inquiry as well, and there's just nothing to prevent that. So those are all the factors that the credit bureaus look at. And you guys are probably most curious about what are the ratings on a good credit score, right? So let's start from being poor. So a poor rating ranges between 300 to 579. Now a poor credit score can make it difficult for you to get approved for credit cards or a loan. And also, if you have a poor credit score, be aware of potential fees and higher interest rates. A fair credit score ranges between 580 to 639. Having a fair credit score will most likely result in hard inquiries on your report. A good credit score ranges between 640 to 699, and this is whenever you will be receiving mail that's for like pre-qualifications and loans with pre-approval. Like, wow, why is my knuckle bleeding? Gross. Anyway, let me go wash my hands. Sorry about that. I hate having eczema, like in wintertime. That's whenever my skin is extremely dry, so that was gross. Anyway, I'm looking down because I'm looking at my notes, but a great credit score ranges between 700 to 749, and this is whenever you are most likely going to get pre-approved for loans, credit cards, anything like that. And you will also have good repayment options and lower interest rates. And having an excellent credit score ranges between 750 to 850. So 850 is the highest score that you can get. Now, one thing to keep in mind is that you don't necessarily need to have a perfect score to get approved for loans and credit cards. Once you're in the great to excellent range, you won't really see much of a difference in terms of interest rates. And how often does your credit score update? It's actually every week, so I would definitely recommend downloading Credit Karma. I check mine every week, and it's really good to monitor your score, especially when you're trying to apply for a loan soon, like in the near future. So if you're trying to buy a vehicle or like a home, or if you want to apply for a business loan, it's good to see what your score is so you know what the proper steps are to raise that score. I hope I was able to teach you guys something today, and if you guys have any questions about anything that I have mentioned in this video, please make sure to reach out to me. You guys can hit me up on my Instagram. It is XOXOKC, and make sure to hit up my business Instagram as well if you guys are interested in my website. It is wavybeachwear.com. So yeah, if you guys did enjoy this video, please make sure to hit the thumbs up button, and I will see you guys next time.